If there's one question that's totally responsible for who I am today, it's this. Who the hell am I? Who do I want to become? And who am I being right now? You see, student of life wouldn't be what it is right now if I didn't have the audacity, the ego to even think that people would respect what I had to say. You have to have that contemplation time to really go deep into who do you want to be and who are you being right now, because you cannot stay the same person forever. That's just a fact of life. You constantly have to evolve. You have to go with nature. Everything keeps moving forward. If you don't spend the time to ask yourself, who am I and who do I want to become, you'll get left behind. I remember before I went public making videos and whatnot, really thinking about the persona that had to deliver the message. I knew that it wasn't enough just to start speaking my truth and to really just share a message and get it out into the world. Use Tony Robbins here because I recently watched his documentary on Netflix. He created himself. He was very clear that he created himself and that he used affirmations and visualizations and all that to create the monster, I think is what he calls himself, that presents on stage. Now, that's just one example. And I'm going to show you guys as I continue to create myself. And if you've been following me from the start, you will see that I'm different, a lot different. And I'll continue to be different because it's evolution. It's wanting something greater for yourself on a continual basis. How high does this thing go? How good can I become? How great can I be? And that's a very powerful question, topic, contemplative task for you to do is to ask yourself, how good can you be? How great can you be? And how can I tap into that greatness? Now, there is quite a few steps before you can get into this, because if you haven't done the solitude, if you haven't been comfortable being on your own and enjoying your own company, this won't work, and you probably won't even receive the message, the deep message that's behind this video. You have to be super comfortable on your own. You have to be very loving in your own company and not needing any external validation, not needing any external mirroring to show you what you're worth. You need to get that all internally first. And yes, that's going to take a few videos for me to actually hammer into you, but that'll come. Keep this message on the shelf like a book to come back to every time that you get lost. Ask yourself, who am I right now? And who do I want to become? Because the reality is this, you can get deep and lost into the dreaming of who you want to be and really get detailed in how you want to look, how you want to dress, how you want to talk, how you want people to react to who you are. Get deeply lost into that, because that's the motivation you need to sit in the silence, to feel emotions that they're buried deep inside you. Emotions that you feel scared of, emotions that you feel intimidated by. My message will not go away. And now that I've got more test dummies, clients that I work with, that we go around the roundabout several times if we have to. But it's very clear to me now how the evolution in how... Look, I can only speak to my evolution, to where I am right now. The thing that's responsible for that is to express in every circumstance. That's in uncomfortable circumstances, uncomfortable conversations. Expression in its fullest sense is going to take you to the evolution you require. But that means an expression of emotions that you've been scared of and intimidated by. That needs motivation. That needs courage and bravery and strength. But to get the courage and the bravery and the strength, you need to have an utmost high, burning sensation to want to be the best you, to be the greatest you, to be the ultimate you. And when you can get clear on who that person is, how they look like, what they speak like, how they are received by the rest of the world, there's a lot of motivation to be had there. Now, let me give you an example. Imagine yourself, let's get real vain, right? Let's get pretty egotistic here. Imagine yourself 5, 10, 15, 20 kilos lighter, however many kilos you need to be less, so that you can look in the mirror and go, phew, Jesus, I look pretty damn good. Imagine yourself looking like that. Now, also, imagine yourself clear in speech, a high vocabulary, a fluid pronunciation of words that make complete sense to everyone. No stuttering, just full confidence in who you are and what you speak. Imagine being like that. Now, also imagine what it would be like to just be free of anxiety, depression, anger, fear, rage, worries of any sort, just being completely empty. How light you feel, how observant you become, how good everything smells and tastes, how enjoyable it is to ride your mountain bike. I'll tell you that. But let me tell you something. My love for the mountain bike is only reached its peak because I'm free, I'm empty inside, because I've felt the pain and the misery. I'm able to just feel what's going on without any filters, without any judgments, without any projections. Imagine what that would feel like for you. The last thing I would like you to imagine is how happy and joyous you would feel if you just had an internal flood, a never-ending waterfall of happiness. Now use my smile as a seed, as a kind of visualization enhancer to show you an example of what joy is all about. Imagine being really happy whenever you wanted to, no matter what challenge came, no matter what tsunami came. You could withdraw out of the bank of joy at any moment. And that bank of joy is just abundant and it never goes empty. Just imagine how that would feel if you had that happiness at your request, at your fingertips. Imagine those 4 things for me. And use those 4 things to then create an identity, a structure, an individual, a you. Get lost in that and really embody what that would be like to be like that for yourself, looking good, talking good, feeling grounded and peaceful and so joyous at the same time. What more is there to life? Write that down in your journal and you've got motivation for the videos to come. Just a reminder, once you've subscribed, tap on that bell to be notified every time that a video gets released. You'll get an email and then you won't be left out of the loop. Thumbs up or thumbs down, give me some constructive feedback. continue the conversation. If you've got any question or follow-ups in the comments below, I'll get back to you. And if you feel called, share with a friend. See you guys soon. Hope you're doing well.